Breaking. A storm is coming to the NFC South, and the Atlanta Falcons are right in the eye of it. Massive trade rumors are swirling. Big names, big contracts, big consequences. And this isn't just another offseason rumor. This could change everything for Atlanta. A division rival may collapse. A Super Bowl window might just open. This is the moment that could decide the Falcons' entire future. And it's happening right now. Something huge is happening in the NFC South. And if you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, this is the moment you've been waiting for. There's a real shift happening in the division, a power shift that could break one team and open the door for another. And right now, the Falcons have a golden chance to rise while their rivals fall. Last season, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were holding on to their past glory. The Carolina Panthers were in rebuild mode, and now the division is wide open. No one knows who will take control, but Atlanta is ready. What's even more exciting? Major trade rumors are heating up fast. And we're not talking about small moves or backup players. We're talking about superstar-level trades. Moves that could completely reshape the Falcons roster and supercharge their playoff hopes. Let's talk about the Miami Dolphins. They've been making headlines lately, not just for their talent, but for the tough financial spot they're in. The Dolphins are trying to fix their salary cap issues while still improving their team. That means one thing. They might trade away big-name veterans, and one of the biggest names being mentioned is Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey is one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, no doubt. But his contract? That's where it gets tricky. He's owed a massive $24 million guaranteed, and most teams are scared to take that on. It's slowed down the trade market, and right now it's a waiting game. But the Dolphins, they want to make a deal. And according to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, a trade could happen very soon, maybe in the next week or two. If Ramsey gets moved, it could shake up the entire league. It would give Miami more cap space and maybe even the chance to grab new talent. But here's the big question. What does this mean for the Falcons? It means everything. This opens the floodgates for more trades, more movement, and more opportunities for Atlanta to make a splash. And there's another name you've probably heard, Tyreek Hill, one of the fastest, most dangerous wide receivers in the game. Yes, his $90 million contract is huge, but that hasn't stopped the trade rumors. Even though Hill says he's staying and wants to prove he's one of the best in high-pressure moments, the noise around him isn't going away. Hill recently said, "Every day I'm trying to prove I'm one of the guys this team can count on when it matters most." That kind of fire, that kind of hunger, it makes you wonder. What if a player like that became available? With trade talks heating up and superstar players on the move, the Falcons could find themselves in a perfect position to take control of the NFC South and maybe even punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So now it's your turn. How confident are you in the Falcons making a deep playoff run if they land a star like Jalen Ramsey or Tyreek Hill? Drop your rating from 1 to 10 in the comments below and tell us what move you think Atlanta should make next. This is the time. The NFC South is wide open. The Falcons' future starts now. I just want to move forward. I want to prove I'm still that guy, to myself and to my teammates. That's what Tyreek Hill said. And if there's even a small chance the Falcons could land him, oh boy, this offense could go from dangerous to unstoppable. Just picture it. Tyreek Hill in Atlanta. The Falcons already have rising stars like Drake London, who's starting to look like a real leader at wide receiver, and Kyle Pitts, the freakishly athletic tight end who's ready to break out in his second year. But something has been missing. That one player who can blow the top off a defense. That player is Tyreek Hill. Hill isn't just fast, he's lightning in cleats. He doesn't just run routes, he explodes through them. One step and defenders are eating dust. According to Yahoo Sports' Andrew Buller-Ross, Hill would be like a supercharged version of Darnell Mooney. Faster, sharper, deadlier. His ability to turn a short pass into an 80-yard touchdown? That's exactly what the Falcons need to take their offense to a new level. And this offseason, Hill didn't sit back and relax. He dropped weight, got leaner, and trained harder than ever to get even faster. That's commitment. That's hunger. And that's the kind of fire that could set Atlanta's offense ablaze. If the Falcons somehow pull off this deal, everything changes. Defenses would be forced to spread out, opening up space for Pitts, London, and even rookie Bijan Robinson, who's already shown flashes of greatness in the backfield. Teams won't be able to double-team everyone, and that creates chaos. Good chaos. Falcons chaos. But let's zoom out and look at the big picture. Last season, the Falcons showed heart. They showed potential, but they lacked that killer instinct. That one punch that knocks teams out. The switch from Marcus Mariota to Desmond Ridder at quarterback brought growing pains, sure, but it also brought hope. If Ridder keeps developing, this team becomes dangerous. On defense, leaders like Grady Jarrett and Bud Dupree gave us moments of brilliance. But brilliance isn't enough. You need consistency. That's why the possibility of adding a veteran like Jalen Ramsey becomes so important. His leadership, his fire, his experience. If that trade happens, Atlanta's secondary becomes a force to fear. And don't forget the draft. The Falcons didn't play it safe. They built smart, improving the offensive line and bringing in young, hungry talent on defense. All the pieces are there. You've got Kyle Pitts, you've got Drake London, you've got Bijan Robinson, a rookie running back who already looks like he could lead the league in rushing, if the O-line does its job. Now let's talk truth. The NFC South is wide open. The Buccaneers are fading. The Panthers are still rebuilding. The Saints? Sure, they're always in the mix, but Atlanta's upside is higher than it's been in years. If the Falcons can land someone like Hill or secure a shutdown corner like Ramsey, they don't just make the playoffs, they could be a real threat. A dark horse, a team nobody wants to play in January. And for the fans, this is personal. This is emotional. This team has taken us on a roller coaster, from the heartbreak of Super Bowl 51 to the near misses and the rebuild years. But through it all, Atlanta has stayed loyal, passionate, hopeful, and maybe, just maybe, this is the year it all comes together. Because it's clear, the Falcons front office isn't sitting back. They're ready to make noise. And this could be the moment that changes everything. Atlanta fans, it's your time to speak up. If you could only choose one, would you rather the Falcons trade for Tyreek Hill or Jalen Ramsey? Drop your answer in the comments and tell us why. And while you're at it, rate your confidence in the Falcons making the playoffs this year on a scale from 1 to 10. Let's see who believes. This isn't just another offseason. This could be the offseason that redefines the entire future of the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL trade market is heating up fast. Big names, big contracts, bigger consequences. And guess what? The Falcons are right in the middle of it. Whether they go all in for a superstar wide receiver like Tyreek Hill or lock down their secondary with a veteran like Jalen Ramsey, every move from now on will be watched like a hawk, celebrated, criticized, debated. But one thing is certain, the Falcons are no longer standing still. They're planning something. And with training camp just around the corner, this is the perfect time to dream, to imagine. What will the new-look Falcons team look like in September? Will they shock the league with a blockbuster move? Could they rise from underdogs to contenders just like that? Right now, everything is possible. And for fans, we have every reason to believe. But let's not forget what truly drives this team, the passion of the fans. Atlanta has one of the most loyal, energetic, and ride-or-die fan bases in the NFL. We've seen it all, from the explosive magic of Michael Vick, to the leadership of Matt Ryan, to today's young core with Desmond Ridder, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London. Through heartbreak and hope, Falcons fans never stopped believing. Now we're entering one of the most exciting off-seasons in years. Rumors about Tyreek Hill, talk of Jalen Ramsey. Whispers of surprise signings. It's not just noise, it's a signal that change is coming. And it could come fast. In the NFL, everything can shift in a heartbeat. One trade, one signing, one breakout star, and suddenly the whole league sees you differently. Right now, the Falcons are positioning themselves to be a serious threat in the NFC. With the right moves, this team could return to the playoffs or even chase a Super Bowl title. So buckle up, Falcons fans. This ride is just beginning. All right, your turn. Should the Falcons make a bold move for Tyreek Hill or focus on locking down the defense with Jalen Ramsey? Drop your pick in the comments and tell us what you think Atlanta's next big move should be. The off-season storm is building, and the Falcons might just be the ones bringing the thunder. Let's fly, Atlanta. The best is yet to come.